Hello survivors, welcome back to another Hellclock video. We have done a lot of farming since our last video. We've only beat Act 1, but we're going to do Act 1 again in this video to show you the final boss because we never made it there in our last episode. A couple of things is first, let's take a look at our relics. So we've got a few more spaces thanks to our skill tree. We'll go over that after this. We've got this, so bleed chance with physical, including life on kill and mana on kill, with some critical damage. Very lucky. Large relic here. We just picked up this coating hunter, which gives it so that our knife hit increases our movement speed and melee attack speed by 6 for 3.75 seconds, stacking up to 5 times, also giving us a critical chance multiplier. We've then got double knives, damage is converted to life, so that every time we hit something with double knives, we actually heal, also giving us XP gain and critical damage. We've then got critical hits with melee skills recover 1% HP, with critical damage, mana regen, and mana. We've got each knife on reflex regenerates mana as well, with reduced skill mana cost and mana on kill. We've then got increased life with double knives adds bonus to a chance to bleed on a critical hit. We've got critical hits recover more life. This one is just here for fun. I don't actually know why we have it. I guess just resistances for now. We don't use any marksman skills, so I forgot to take that out. We've probably got something better, like we could put this in there. Actually, we don't use bombardment, so there must be something around here that we can get, or something else we'll get. Using passage, I don't even have that as a skill, so that's cool. But anyway, moving on, double knives doesn't slow you down, and we get more mana on kill. And then reflex bounces to nearby targets, a maximum of 2 bounces with increased XP gain and skill mana cost. The other thing that I landed up doing is I got rid of my the timer. So I'm not playing with the timer on. I didn't feel like, I know yesterday I said no, we'll do it. But I've decided, you know what, we're not going to be doing it. I don't see a point to it. I want to have fun while playing the game. Maybe later on when we're a little bit stronger, we can time ourselves to see how quickly we can finish like Act 1 and Act 2 and so on and so forth. But until then, I just want to have fun. I want to learn the game and everything that works, power myself up, and by doing that. So this is the skill tree I'm using. We've gone down for reliquary size upgrades. We've got gold upgrades over here. Soulstone gained a little bit of life into the trinket drop, into the reliquary size. We then went over here. We had to take this one just because of the amount of points it uses. So you don't have to go this way, but because I figured, you know, it uses less points. We wanted the reliquary upgrade. We need 1 point to get here, 1 point to get to there. And then that allowed only 3 points to get down to this side of the tree. So you kind of had to go this way to get to the side of the tree, which gave us a maximum skill level increase. It also gave us another upgrade to our reliquary inventory size. And then we've also got unlocked banished blessings, so we can banish 2 upgrades that we don't want, and those are actually going to be on our dash, shadow dash, because we're literally only using shadow dash for our for the dashing, not for the damage. So let's get straight into it and see where we can go, or how we go with this. So I've never seen these ones. Let's see, physical plague resistant shred intensity plus 10%. That's actually good. We're going to use that for the bosses to try and kill them a little bit faster. Everything should auto pick up. And this allows us to explore, so we can get as much gold and destroy everything and not worry about timers and things like that. So things like air damage on that can be just released. Mana cost reduction is very good, so that's going to allow us to sustain our mana a little bit better. But I mean, as long as we are hitting things and defeating things, our mana should stay top notch all the time, as you can see. So as long as there's things to defeat, we should stay at maximum mana. It's only now when we're trying to destroy everything else that it might not be. But yeah, point is, I removed the timer so that we can defeat or destroy absolutely every box and see what ridiculous runs we can get to. Because even though we can, over any duration of time get to the final act or get to Act 1 boss, we still struggle to beat him efficiently, if that makes sense. So we don't defeat him in like 2 seconds. Maybe with the upgrades now and with taking these skills and things like that, we can. Also, by the way, you're not going to unlock this Damnation of Flesh. You're not going to unlock Lasso or Judgment until you've beaten the boss. So it's kind of like a catch-22 over there. You're not going to be able to have these skills unless you have beaten the boss already. But yeah, again, just turn it off, beat the boss, and then you can turn it back on if you want to or whatever. But I mean, it's called relaxed mode, and that's what we do. We're just chilling, being chilling. Got to just defeat everything, get all our treasure, get all our gold. We are going to get those statues, and we're going to need like a lot of gold, and I mean a lot of gold. So if we don't see anything nice, we're not going to re-roll, we're not even going to pick it. We're just going to we're going to hoard our gold, because there's going to be a time when the statue is going to give us some insane upgrades. So like this, I will take the critical strike chance here, just because our character doesn't have a lot. We're only sitting at 27%, and most of our stuff, like I mentioned, was critical damage or based off of crit. So we do want to actually have that. I also removed, I know we had the red portals before, and I removed it. Obviously I will add it again in the future, but for now we're not. What do we want here? Skill speed, I guess. I haven't actually been using the daggers, but we should, because it does give us attack speed as well. So that's a pretty good idea. Also, cooldown reduction on the daggers might be a very good idea. Last time we were using repeater. When I played the demo, I discovered the skill and I knew it was something I wanted to play, something I had to show you guys when we were playing it. And you can see just how much easier it is for us to defeat things now. Okay, over here we'll take the physical damage, because we do only physical damage as well. That's the kind of also reason why we're using Judgment and Lasso. Everything of ours is either melee or physical. And Judgment, you know, has the physical damage, physical resistance shred on bosses, so that should help us. I got rid of our auto attack as well because we don't use it. We don't need auto attacks. So just do that. We auto pick up stuff. I do like that you auto pick up the gold as well. So as long as you break a pot, you should automatically pick up everything the content of that pot. Lasso bleed, we're not worried about. Mana cost here could be quite important. It is a really high mana, but I think the area of effect of our main skill is more important than anything else. For now, maybe in the future I'll be like, hang on, we should have done this instead. Cooldown reduction on dash is the only upgrade we're going to grab. Everything else we're going to remove from it. Also, I don't know if you guys can let me know down in the comment section or not, but is there an upgrade, or is there a maximum amount you can get for all of your skills in a run? So is there like a level to what your abilities can get to before the game just starts giving you a whole lot of random stuff for other skills instead? Okay, aptitude is cooldown or crit damage. I can't actually remember. Mana cost is a big one over here. We do get the cooldown, but mana cost is big. Haven't seen any other reason to use my next banish, which is good. That's why we moved our click we removed our click completely. Defeat all of this to get more gold first. Click on the statue. We get a rare physical damage upgrade, which is massive. So all of our skills damage just got increased. Not what we wanted in terms of like the damaging skills. I mean, you know, there's actually a physical resistance shred upgrade that you can get, but I think you can only get that on the higher floors. So we'll see. But like I mentioned, the point of this, just to chill, farm up, still farm the currency, because we just, even though we have Act 2, I'll show you at the end of this, we'll go into Act 2, and even though we've got it unlocked, Fire, Lightning, Shred, no. Physical, Plague, Shred, Intensity, I'll take the Rare Throw Generation, rather. So even though we have Act 2 unlocked, I think that we're not ready for it power-wise. The game did require you to farm quite a lot, to grind quite a lot. Grind your relics, grind your characters, your bell upgrades and things like that. So we're going to do that. We're going to see and go from there. But apparently this is, people on the Discord were saying that this is the strongest skill in the game. So we'll see. Critical damage is fine. It also didn't cost that much. But we have to try and get to about 9,000 plus gold now before we use the next one. Alright, so we use that. Oh, never mind. I think the first boss is very easy. Grants 90 conviction on kill. Additionally, all marksman skills drain 30 conviction on use and deal 10% of the conviction as additional fire. I mean, we don't have that, so we'll take it. Enemy resistance shred duration increase, that's fine. And that's the end of that floor. On to floor 8. Last time I think we only made it to floor 11 in the video, but this time obviously it's going to go a lot further. But I mean, if we don't defeat the boss in like seconds, the final boss, and then that's just a good indication that we need to become more powerful still. Which is why we do the Act 1 runs. Also, by the way, we can dash with the skill up. As long as there's things to defeat, we can permanently do it. But no need to. Decent mana regen, give ourselves increased XP gain there from the Totem of Learning. We got a 2-second cooldown on that now. With a build-up rate, stun build-up rate, I don't want any of these. I wonder, there's probably like a stunning build, which would be quite cool. Stunning. Excuse the pun. These things irritate me. I'm not even going to bother with defeating there. Not going to bother, and then I proceed to defeat them. There was a way down here. Didn't take us to anything. Waste of time. I'm not sure what the point of the trinket thing is. I mean, it says gained mana, but I don't think it actually gave us mana. We're on 1161. We'll keep that in mind for the next time we pick something up that says increased mana. Protection's just a shield. Maybe I can use the lasso on those guys. Lasso does have a really long cooldown though. That's what I wanted. It's 9,000. Let's just see if there's anything else for us to break. Oh, there was another way. So we're gonna destroy. Yep. Give me money. Physical and plague, shred intensity plus 50%. Love to see it. Get a lot of the money. So we got 9,050. So just enough to purchase the shred. Something I don't know is I don't know if this physical resistance is going to be included with the plague or not. I mean, do they stack or do they not? It's going to be a very interesting thing to see. So we shred them. I don't know if the Archon is different. We can check if I actually... The Archon is different, so they do stack. Okay, that's cool. So this is where we got defeated last time. The doggo was quite aggressive. But we've got a very strong build now. So we do that, we stun him, activate both of our skills, and bam. Actually, to be fair, the reflexes does so much more damage than our double knives. So just in case you guys didn't know, reflexes is actually so strong. It deals 150 base damage. This is 166, but I think because it bounces, I mean, look, we can just use this skill, but the healing is more important for us. We just use both in conjunction with each other. Okay, damage increase for that. If there was a run that I did where I got so much mana on skill reduction that I was actually able to spin without using any mana or defeating anything or anything like that. We could just spin to win the entire round. Also, we've got a 1 second cooldown on our dash now, which is amazing. So we can just dash around the whole place. That's the right way. We don't want to go there just yet. I need at least 4,800, but I don't think we're going to get that. Unfortunately. Not worried about pots, not worried about taking lethal damage, because we should be able to just heal it right up again using our life on our crit, life on crit and things like that. Let's see. Yep, I knew we would need it, but we didn't get them. That crit chance, crit damage is really, really powerful. We're just going to skip the selection. Nothing we can do there. But those are the kind of things that we're looking for. We should be able to get at this floor. No problems. By the way, increasing our attack speed, as you can see, actually increased our movement speed as well. Kind of weird that how that works, but it did. We can actually banish like dash speed here. Just grab the thing. I need more banishes so we can get rid of everything for dash, because it's kind of like meh. There's nothing there that we need. We only need the cooldown reduction. And we can zoom through places now. Alright, so this is the reason I say we need to get stronger. As you can see, it keeps telling us that we aren't strong enough. Maybe go back. That's not true though. I mean, we're absolutely wiping the floor with all of the enemies, so kind of unfair that they're saying that to us. Also, with that increase, we're now sitting at 38% critical strike chance. We still need even more. Stop telling me to come back stronger. I'm very strong. Like, there's no way I'm not strong enough. Just got max mana. We also get +2 knives. It did increase our mana by about 10. So, that's crazy. Need more gold as well. Which we aren't finding a lot of. I don't know if there were more gold upgrades in the tree or not, but we definitely need to try and see more. What's nice is we can spin and then just curse the ground as well if need be. So when we fight the bosses and things like that, we should be a-okay. Double knife, stun build up, repeater, mana cost reduced by a certain amount. I'm not going to worry about those. You can use these things to fish for really good relics if necessary, or if I'm looking for specific builds, then you can do that, but he always does this. Just stand still. Alright, so you can see the different shreds, and then we absolutely shred the boss. So that's pretty good. On to the next area. Reflex knives bounce to nearby targets. So we've already got this. Maybe we can get like a better one than what we've got. Skill speed, very good as well. And let's keep moving. So we've only got 5 or 6 more floors, and we will then be done with Act 1. And like I mentioned, we'll probably look at Act 2 just to see what our damage is like to some of the creatures. But I got to a point where I was like, we're not doing enough damage to anything, so we'll actually not worry about it. And a good indicator is the one room over here. We can actually see how much damage we're doing to the Wraith. So in this area, we fight a Wraith. And if we don't do enough damage to the Wraith, I'm like, okay, no, we need to farm more. It's not even the final boss that I worry about, it's this Wraith. that we look at doing more to. It's like the final challenge is the Wraith. Okay, critical damage. Let's see if we can find 60 more gold somewhere. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Because that's actually a really big upgrade. But now we are poor. So this is why we get the gold upgrades. And this is why we're breaking every single, you know, well, I mean, not every single one, but this is why we're breaking majority of the boxes and so on and so forth. We want that juicy gold. Okay, we leveled up there at a very good time. This is going to increase the area of effect of our curse, which is good for us. Grab all the gold. Not that much gold gained. We might have to skip the next treasure, but it's fine. Definitely gonna have to skip this. It didn't really give us much anyway, so not worried about it. We're not gonna re-roll either. Okay, this is where we fight the Wraith. So we'll see what happens. Like I mentioned, if we don't defeat him like very quickly, we know we still got more farming to do. The only thing is I don't know if there's a limit to how many points you can farm in the tree. So I don't know if I can have a full tree or not. If we can, that's amazing. If not, it's really not the end of the world either. Alright, here's the Wraith. So activate that, activate this. You can see we can stand still. We are actually defeating him a lot quicker than I thought we would. So I'm happy with my damage. I think we are ready to go to Act 2. Let's go skill speed even more. And it's only a couple more floors until the final boss of the act. By the way, we only added lasso and the curse just because we needed. I just realized something, and I'm gonna check if I'm allowed to do this. But I just realized maybe you don't even need more skills in your. Like, if we don't need lasso, then why am I taking it? Like, can I just remove the skill straight up? Do we need to have a skill in the slot? I didn't even think about that. Because that's just going to make you become more powerful. Whenever you level up, you don't grab the other skills. You're not going to have more options in your level up options. I mean, all it's doing is letting us pull enemies in and stun them, but we don't need either of those things. Because we just run up to stuff. Sometimes I'm a genius. If it allows us to do that, of course. Otherwise, it doesn't help saying anything. Okay, we're still picking up all these crit things. Knife bounce amount +1. That's perfect. Give me all the juicy gold. A Shrine of Power. I would like a cooldown reduction on the knives if possible. Or increased duration would work as well, I guess. One or the other. mana cost efficiency I'm not worried about. We'll just go damage on our main skill. Do you guys, when you play the game, use your rerolls on skills as well? Or what do you land up doing? Oh, I forgot to go over my gear. So I'll show you the gear that we go, or the gear that we use. I don't know if that changed my gear or not. Hopefully, it did. In future, I must remember it automatically changes it. But I don't want to actually change gear. Because my chest piece had elemental resistance on it as well. So it was actually a pretty decent chest piece, and I just ruined that. It's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Mana cost and all that we don't need. I guess we'll just grab the bleed duration. It's whatever. That's the kind of thing, like that's why I want to get rid of it, because then we wouldn't have those two upgrades there in the first place. Although, I mean, the physical reduction one is actually pretty good, so that can be kept. The physical shred is important, but lasso is not needed. I just took it because it's melee, and because everything I do is melee. Except for the knives. Okay, good indicator of damage is also going to be this dude. We actually managed to defeat him, so our damage is looking very, very good. Fire and lightning, I'm not worried about. Area of, these are all just re-roll. We get a 30% physical reduction, which is actually very good. Very, very good for damage. We're on 10k gold, so anything we get, we should be able to. Critical hits, I think we already have this, but maybe it can be a better relic. Oh, we don't actually have that one. So there we go. Critical hits with melee increased life. Cool. And here we have the boss, ladies and gentlemen. So like I mentioned, we have already beaten the boss. But what's really fun is this build is so tanky that we can just chill. Also, we are far stronger than what we've been before. So now that we've got the physical shred, we've got the more physical shred from our active skill, we are able to shred this guy like there's no tomorrow. So I'm actually very, very happy with my damage. It's much stronger than it's been before. And we've got bleed, we've got the first shred, everything there. Beautiful. Boss is down. 123% of reflexes damage is converted to lightning. So that could be very, very strong. I mean, we do physical damage, but if it's converting it into lightning, that could be quite interesting as well. So there we have it. That is Act 1. I do just want to show you the damage in Act 2 from here, just so you can see. Of course, everything does reset as well. So we can quickly go see the shop and see if there's anything better to buy in there first. And then we'll go over to the next act. So does the shop give us, so there's the one, this is what I had before. Previously, we've also got this, but I've got the melee skill damage on my weapon, so I don't want to upgrade that. We're going to go and do that, which is great. Cast judgment automatically on the position of enemies when they die, affected by judgment. So that's also really nice. I'll grab that, but we're not going to equip it yet. We still need to go and equip more, unlock more relic slots. So that's going to be very good for us. So we actually got a really, really good relic there. But here's Act 2. Let's see, there's a 50% physical shred from judgment already, which is awesome. But I haven't done this area before, so let's see what happens. Lasso bleed, no, we'll go area of effect. There's a big enemy over here. Problem is we don't have... Where's all my mana gained on hits and stuff? As you can see, it doesn't feel like we are ready for this. There's a chest here. So it's mana gained on defeat. So the fact that we aren't defeating anything quick enough, we're struggling to sustain our mana. Let's go for crit chance. These birds are actually more difficult to defeat, so if we can ignore them, we will. I mean, there's no point wasting that much time trying to wait for them to spawn and stuff. Also looks like they just come to us, so... These are much longer floors though, as well. Alright, skill speed, let's go. We've got attack speed and damage. Okay, things already feel stronger. Critical damage increase, let's go. Fight for survival. So we'll see just how much or how well our build will last in Act 2 with this kind of nonsense going on here. But we look like we're still pretty good. I actually don't like these vultures or whatever they are. I'm going to assume they're vultures because we're in a deserty environment, but they take too long to land. Yeah, okay, I see. So this is like a good example of us we just don't do enough damage. I can't even use that skill. Yeah, it's not working for us. Alright, perfect. So that's just a good example of why we haven't been doing Act 2 just yet. There you go. We landed up losing to them on purpose, kind of. But that's irrelevant to that. There you go. Let me see how many of those more points we've got into our skill tree, and we can go from there as well. Also, maybe there's new equipment because it was an Act 2 defeat, so maybe the game's like, let's give you tier 3 or tier 4 stuff. Also, do you guys have an error with the loading like this? For some reason my game kind of goes all weird. Explore the Katinga. Still the same. Oh wait, is that a better weapon? No, it's the same as what we've got. Lifesteal is actually very good, but we don't really need it. Veil of Quills. Hits inflict a stack of Vulture's Mark. When enemies reach 7 stacks, the Vulture's Mark will explode, dealing plague damage in an area. That's something that we could look into doing in the future. I don't even have this, so we'll just buy one. And then we've got 3 points available. What we were doing is trying to get more space, or actually another banish as well. And then I'm looking to get up to here. So we need 2 points in movement speed. Oh, wait, we were going to do this one. So it's actually quicker. No, it's not. Oh, no, it is, because I'm trying to get here. So that's literally just 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're there. So I just need 2 more points, and we've got the reliquary increase size. So we'll be able to increase our reliquary size relatively, you know, open. So I think we get like quite a few more slots, and then we're nearly done. I think it only opens up a couple of them. But anyway, that is a massive one. So the damage is gone to lightning. This one's skill and conviction gain. We don't need the conviction gain, but the mana cost is good. Split shots, trash. We don't use it. Well, it's not that it's trash. We just don't use it. And then there's Mark of the Vulture. Casting Judgment. We just need the upgrade to get that. It also gives us mana regen. Critical hits with melee recover life. We get XP gain, mana cooldown reduction. And we can even sell these things. So if you push R and you click on something, you can see you actually get some soul stones back for them, so that you can use them to upgrade other things like this one, which we haven't upgraded yet, and we've got enough soul stones to do so. So we're going to increase our attack speed for even longer now using that. There was another way to check. Oh, if you hold down Alt, it tells you the price that you need. Don't need that one. So yeah, there you guys have it. Let me know what you think about the build so far, and if you enjoy it, let me know where you are in the game, and if you're enjoying it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.